assist you however she can once Meridian is found. There are interesting and exciting times, Jal. She's fond of you, truly. I haven't heard her talk like this about someone in a long time. She didn't ask me to tell you this last part. I just thought you should know. Aw, thanks, Jal.
I only wish we could have saved more. Liam says he's planning a movie night.
That's the idea.
He's putting it off because it didn't seem right after seeing the exaltation facility. But now there's a delay. I had a thought. Every vid's better with snacks, right? I found an Angaran recipe for these little morsels you can make from a local Helios plant, but it's rare and...
You want me to look for one?
Oh, would you? I'd love to, you know, be social and things.
As long as it's not a Helios rock and you feel the need to lick it.
I don't believe it.
Oh no.
Gil's reconfigured our entire nav array. O'Connell risked a dozen spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it.
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this.
Oh no, 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 guys.
You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning.
You don't have the right.
All right, let's talk this out. What's going on?
Spit it
I'm
out,
doing my job,
guys.
and he's undoing it because... Hell if I know.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
Okay. I see what he's saying.
I can see how you'd feel that way.
You better have a good thing, Gil.
Seriously? Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
You're really going to make me decide with this shit? Oh god, you guys are killing me. Okay, so they both have a good point. Adapting on the fly, when if you break down, it's not like you can just signal for help. You can't radio somebody and be like, hey, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Don't worry, I'm right around the way. You can't... If we just stop for some reason, because you were jacking with something, then we run into a very large possibility the Scourge can catch us, the Ket can catch us, something worse, I don't even want to know, can catch us and just destroy us, or something will get a hold of us and destroy us, or we'll just accidentally cook ourselves. I get that. But Gil also has a point, like, we kind of need to roll with it, but he needs better placement for that, like... He needs to be like, okay, look, we're definitely down on the ground. I'm going to fix this now just to warn you instead of just letting us run into shit and checking it on the fly. It's... Why do I got to do this? I don't know. They both have a really good point, but also... They're both being kind of dickish about it.
The Tempest has too many new systems doing new things to just adapt on the fly. If we make changes, let's make them carefully and with respect.
She's your ship. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Ryder, I know it's not... Thank you.
Okay, it's over. Let's get back to work.
Right. Well, that was entertaining. Let's not do that shit again. Like, he's kind of got a point, but also I don't want to be stuck in the middle of somewhere because he adapted something to coexist and adapt, and then it ended up backfiring and killing us all. Or stranding us. Further, but then we're the ones that are having to deal with it. So if something goes wrong, it's not him that has to have the repercussions of it.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara Port from the Ket. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us.
Horde. I also get Gil's point of view. Like, we have to be really careful about this. At the same time, we need to adapt. We can't just stagnate, but there's also a good time and place for that sort of thing. I don't know if these are... I think they're just telling me that they're new. At least that's what I'm hoping they're doing, is they're just telling me that they're new.
Now orbiting Kadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone by order of Sloane Kelly. She was head of Nexus Security.
Be ready for anything. Keep comms open. Should hear from our resistance contacts soon.
Incoming call. Patching it through.
There's been a development regarding the spy, Venturev. Rendezvous at Crawler's Song. Your contact's codename is Shayna.
Shayna. Got it.
This isn't like if he was doing this on the Normandy or back in the Milky Way where, well, depending on the game...
That's one hell of a welcome sign.
Ugh.
Exiles have stepped up their game since the revolt.
I kicked off.
Maybe we can get them back on our side.
We know they can fight Ket.
Our supplier's waiting. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Do I even want to know?
Nope.
Alright. I mean, I'm gonna find out sooner or later. Y'all can tell me now, or I can just find out then. One or the other. Isn't this the part that was in the trailers and the early showings and all that crap?
Wonder if they'd give us a tour. And leave our post. Might as well kick our ass.
I'll kick your ass. You stay the hell away from my ship. I know it's not Edie or anything, but... steal my ship.
I get it, I do. But no one leaves the port until their docking papers go through processing.
Huh. Docking papers, right. How much you want?
Look, personally, I've got no issue. But that's an initiative ship.
Every Milky Way ship was initiative at one point.
Not anymore. It's not like I want the paperwork, but I gotta do my due diligence. You understand.
Uh-huh.
Perfectly.
My due diligence, my ass. You making friends?
Everything all right?
Yeah, just greasing some palms so we can park the Nomad.
Not too much grease, I hope.
Dealt with disaster profiteers back in Hustle. I can work this guy. You just focus on the spy.
Is it what I really am? What the hell? I just got off of here. Talk to Sam on the Tempest? Okay, sure, whatever. You couldn't have had me do that before I departed. Like, you really couldn't have done this while I was on the ship. I guess not.
What's up, Ryder? Why an emergency meeting? I didn't call it.
I did. Got some disturbing news while we were on Kadara. There's some tension at the Krogan colony on Eladin. It's bad.
Tension among Krogan? You don't say.
I wouldn't waste your time with this if it wasn't important. We need to go.
I agree. Nakmor Morta made herself overlord of the colony. It's weird.
No. Our priority is the Archon. We have to remain focused on his next move.
Jall's right. I know dealing with so many unknowns is frustrating, but we need to hear each other out.
Well, as long as we're pitching stuff, I overheard outlaws on Kadara talking about activity in the Ramov system.
No, that's the system where the Turian Golden World was supposed to be.
Ramov? There aren't any viable planets there. Only an asteroid field with mining ventures run by criminals.
I hear Eladin's pretty rough too. Roving scavengers with nothing to lose.
Perfect. Because if there's one thing I do know about, it's fighting pirates.
We still have to find Van Terev.
I mean, it's not like we're not going to do all this shit, guys. We're not on a timer. I know everyone wants to be first, but park it.
Our goal is to create our home here. You never know how something might fit in. Anyway, get Callow the nav points for both Eladin and that potential Turian Golden World. We want all our options ready to go. Hey! I didn't say dismissed or meeting adjourned or anything. Meeting adjourned, as you were.
I think she's a bit partial to that. Alright. There you are, Jackie. Hey.
Better not go running off on Kadara. Might end up in another cage. Or someone's stew.
You better watch the capacitors or he'll end up extra crispy.
You heard him, Jackie. You